Brothers, laku noche. Just coming in from outside the church here on the way home. I thought I'd just do a quick video in response to my friend Ephraim at Paul University, who just did a great video on, it was on the garbage that is the red pill and his take on courage. It's a great video. American guys should listen to him and they should go and fucking train with him. Are you getting pussy? Feel free to put this out, Ephraim, to your friends in the US or in your group. Are you getting pussy? Yes or no? I know the answer is no. What are you doing about it? Still nothing. Think getting a six-pack is going to help you. Give me a break. Okay, so if the answer is no, if you're not getting pussy, you should be going to work with Ephraim, basically. His school is the best school in the world that's currently open, right? Paul University. Go and fucking work with him, yeah? He's getting it, you're not. You can't get into the entourage. He's your best option by miles. Okay, so there you go. Free plug, but it's actually just the fucking truth. So what Ephraim said on the red pill. I've said this on one of Christian's podcasts. The red pill, in my opinion, is a borderline crime against humanity. I actually mean that. It's literally a borderline crime because it's completely robbed men of what actually works. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I think there's nobody talking online apart from me, truthfully, who really understands how wrong that is, because the younger guys like Christian and Ephraim, they're coming in on a cold approach angle, a daytime cold approach. Okay, they're younger, this is their angle, this is how they've come through. I've come through really fucking more than my first cold approach in clubs, I was 15, so that's 23 years ago. It's a long fucking time, yeah. Right, what consistently wins in that arena? Consistently, basically most of the time. I would say 90% of the time, if not more, honestly, like literally 99%, is fun, yeah, is fun. The fun guys win, yeah. Having fun, God forbid, the fun guys fucking win, yeah. And especially if you're in a group and you're having fun, you're going to win. There's not even any approach. There's no approach anxiety. You just take over the whole place and do whatever you want and you're just having fun, right? Those are the guys that win. There is no competition. These things, all of this stuff that the red pill said, oh, it's competitive, you got to be this, you got to be that. Says who? It's the autistic brains of these freaks, right? Who think that a woman's mind is is as autistic as theirs, basically. They're projecting their own autism onto the woman. A woman's mind is all fucking over the place. It's all, oh, he was so fun, he was so sexy, and it's like, and then you look at the guy, it's like, dude, he's fucking missing a tooth. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even joking. I can think of girls I know who've described a guy to me, and I fucking meet him, and I'm going, holy fucking hell, you know. Yeah, and that's not to say that it's not good to be attractive and stuff like that, but you know what wins? Fun wins. Also, the power of groups. A group is fucking powerful. Yeah, that's something we're currently not quite there in the entourage, and it's because we're all spread all over the world. But that's something we'll see when guys start to really get together. We'll see something. It'll go fucking nuclear, dude. It will go fucking nuclear. Be like a nuclear reaction, yeah? Yeah, trust me. It will go crazy. It will go fucking crazy. And as I say, I am better placed than the younger guys to say this because I've been around that scene to a sickening extent. to an extent, the only person who knows how much time I've spent on the inside of a club is me. Like, it's too much time. It's way too much time. But I know that scene, right? And I was out on Friday night. I'm with these Cuban guys, these 5 Cuban guys. There's 2 guys from Uganda there as well. They were all very friendly. There's no competition. These guys were nothing special. Medium looking, normal guys, whatever. All killing it. Killing it. Just fucking hilarious, taking over. Getting this, 2 of the Cuban guys got a Serbian guy's girlfriend's number. 2 of them got her number. She was the fittest girl in the club. It was fucking hilarious, bro. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah. Men have become chicks, basically. Men have become women. Yeah. It's a very bizarre. You know, the only other place you see that is like a few places in the world, like I think Denmark, and then like a few tribes in like Africa and stuff, where the men like put fucking makeup on and shit like that, and they pose in front of the women. That's what men have actually become in the West. Like, start having a bit more fun, mate. Do you know what I mean? Start having a bit more fun. Yeah. The guys, I might try and do. Well, I probably can't bring them on the channel, to be fair, but the guys I know who do the best are the most fun, by far. And like, girls, like, just stop projecting your own autism onto them. Yeah, they're not rating you as a fucking top trumps card, and all this shit about height and how I make up. Like, because Ephraim's going, oh, I make up for a lack of height. You ain't making up for shit, mate. You don't have anything to make up for. You're not deficient. Oh, I'm making up for a lack of this or that. You've got nothing to make up for. Yeah, the standard is not 6'4". That's not a standard. It is a variation. Yeah, it is a variation. Yeah, America's a little bit weird because all of the, basically, this is a bit. Just give me 90 seconds to explain this. What people think of as attractive on a physical level, to some extent, is what's come into them culturally, right? It's what's come into them culturally. They begin to admire that, right? So, for example, in Europe, a guy who is slim, you know, agile looking, he will be perceived as athletic and attractive. Why? Partly, much more so than a guy who's just a big meathead. Much more so. Much more. Much more. Why? Because of the sports, right? Our sports, football, boxing, tennis, especially football, it doesn't favour big hench guys at all. There's very few footballers over 6'3", very few. It doesn't really favour them. It's very hard to move at that pace up and down. It favours more agile types of guys. So they're perceived, like Neymar's perceived as attractive in Brazil. He's a skinny fucking rail. Yeah, he's powerful, but he's fucking skinny. Yeah. You know, like whatever, the England football, all the football players, right? Beckham, yeah, he's a skinny fucking rail. He's perceived as peak attractive in the UK. He was the sex symbol of the UK because that's the sport, right? The US, the sports are basketball and NFL. Right, so what they perceive as attractive are guys who were fit into those sports. My sister, she went over to do an exchange with an American school, and she said it was really funny because like the captain of the football team or something was like hitting on her, and she was like, "Bro, he was fucking dumb and ugly. Like, what the fuck?" So yeah, it's that is cultural, right? But even within that, you still got to just ignore it, because that's just culture. You get an American girl, you send her out to Colombia, she's got all the Colombian fucking guys just macking on the left, right, and centre. She's gonna get seduced by them. She's not gonna be thinking, oh, he's not a Giga Chad. He's not an American Giga Chad with perfect fucking teeth, a perfect jawline. Yeah, the guy's fucking Colombian. Yeah, he fucking makes like $300 a month. Yeah, she's gonna shag him anyway. Yeah, because her vagina is gonna get wet. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Hey, vagine. I've got to be this crude. I have to bring it down to this level. I have to, partly for myself as well. I have to constantly remind myself, bruv, Because they're very good at hiding it. Girls are very good at hiding it. A lot of girls. Like sometimes you're even in bed with girls and you're thinking, am I actually turning, like what, is this girl turned on or not? And then they message you after, they're like, oh my God, I was so turned on. You're like, what the fuck? Like, you know. But anyway, so that's the mentality you gotta have, you know, is basically brutally down to the vagina, yeah? How'd you get a vagina wet? Get her alone with you. Yeah, everything, basically, all we're doing with our, hey, what's up? Stop. Yeah, you look amazing. Yeah, what's going on with this skirt? You know, whatever it is, whatever you say to the girl. All of that is just a preamble to you getting alone with her and getting her hot. And then she has to make her own decision, does she want to go through with it or not? Okay? But being fun and communication, that, even in like, if we go to like a, let's go evolutionary, you know I love to do that. In a tribal context, who is the guy that gets really, the most, that the girls really want to get with? Is it the biggest meathead? Is it? Think of the most powerful man on earth currently. Is he a big meathead? Yeah? Lord Putin? Nah, dude. Yeah. Most powerful man on earth is 5'4". Yeah. Okay. In tribes, the powerful guy in that context, it's always a variety of things. It's a variety of characteristics. It's physical. There's a lot of social in there as well, though. There's a lot of social. Having social skills, social ability, social confidence is major, right? So they're sought after guys always. Okay, so sociability, yeah? My God, the number of times I've been in a fucking club and there's these guys in there like this, all massive, huge unit guys, around a table like this, yeah? 5 of them around a table. And then I come in, I'm 5'8", my friend's 5'10", he's a complete skinny rail, my other friend's 5'6", my other friend he's one of the biggest players I've ever seen. These guys are all players. One of the guys was one of the biggest I've ever seen, to be honest. He's 5'10", right? He was in pretty good shape, to be fair. He was very well dressed. We all had a little thing going on. The number of times we stole the girls from those VIP areas was almost, it was every fucking time. Every time. From those guys doing this. No social skills, too stiff, no fluidity, yeah? And I've been in bars where I've just been chilling and I'm not really in for anything. And I see the guys posing around doing this. And then I'll see the fucking couple of Colombian guys come in and they're just so loose. Take the girl out into the dance floor, hey, mommy, you know, like, the girls fucking love it. Have you not lived in the real world, man? I don't think people have. I think people stay on the fucking internet. Go to the real world, man. Go to the real world. So yeah, so these Cuban guys I'm out with Friday night, one of the guys doesn't even have any fucking teeth, bless him. Yeah, these guys are pulling left, right and centre. Yeah, left, right and centre. What the fuck is going on here? That's a kind of crazy looking person. Yeah. You know, like the guy who pulled the girl I was a little bit in for, because he was the guy running the night. Bro, he was fat as fuck. He's fat as fuck. Look at African guys, man. They're fat as, like, some of these guys, African, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They're just like, yeah, I'm African, I have to fuck. You know, that's their attitude. They don't care. They're not looking at themselves like a fucking teenage girl, man. It's really bad, man. It's really fucking bad. You want to get that balance between looking the part, but then not being a fucking teenage girl about it. Let the girls be neurotic about their looks, man. Please. Jesus fucking Christ. Think of the guys as well that you know who've got the best girls. It really varies on how attractive they are. It really does. Some of them are super attractive. You know, it's a bit weird to say that, but some of them you can kind of tell are. Some of them are not, dude. Some of them are not. big time. Some of the biggest players who are getting tons of girls, they're just fucking dudes. They're just fucking dudes. I could go on about guys like this forever because I've been around loads of guys like that. And sometimes I'm like, man, his girlfriend's fitter than mine. What am I doing? Holy, what the fuck? Could we swap? Yeah. About 10 years ago, my friend from Colombia, he went out with this girl. I think at the time we had the best girls in the whole city we were in my humble opinion, and I do think we did. And I was like, man, fucking hell, what an operator this guy is. I said we're gonna have to leave the UK to get better girls than this, which is actually what we ended up doing. So that's a bit of self-aggrandizing there, but anyway, hopefully that ramble has made a little bit of sense. The last thing, actually, let me just talk briefly about courage. I've got a few minutes left before my battery dies. We want to move beyond courage in cold approach, and this is a big statement for both Pull University and Christian. We want to move beyond courage, because what do you need courage for? Why would you need courage? You need courage for things that are dangerous. Yeah, things that are frightening. Is a woman dangerous or frightening? No. Is rejection dangerous or frightening? No, it's not even rejection. So we need to actually move beyond that paradigm. I really mean that. This is where we need to take this discipline. You need a bit of courage to begin with, and you need it sometimes just to get yourself into sets. But we need to move as fast as we can from courage to fun, to banter, to self-mastery, self-amusement. That's the way the whole space needs to move. It has to. Because if you always think things take balls and courage, you're always working within the paradigm that this is dangerous. And I just think we need to be aware. We are still at the beginning of this thing in terms of cold approach, in my opinion. Cold approach 2.0. We want to get to a point where you're out doing street approaches and your mentality is you're having as much fun as the toothless Cuban guy was when he was macking on Friday night with his mates. That's actually the point you want to get to. Yeah. We might have to do a tour of Cuba, actually. And they do cold approach there as well. Daytime cold approach. First cold approach I ever saw daytime was in Cuba. I was 21. First time I ever saw it. They do it out there. And they don't accord any importance to the woman's opinion. And they have such self-aggrandizement and such a love of themselves and of life that they don't feel like fear. It doesn't take any courage, basically. It's not courage. We need to go beyond that. I really do mean this. This is the next phase. It's the next phase. It's to go beyond that. To get to a point where it's just like, I don't feel anything. I'll just go. Yeah. To get guys to that point, or to move as close to that point as possible. It's still okay to have, we don't have to be perfectionist at all. You can have 20%, 30% fear, but we want to go there. We want to model the best people in the world, model the best, and the best are having fun. They're having fun. Yeah, the best people in pickup are not guys on YouTube, not even guys in the entourage. The best people don't even know what pickup is. We want to actually model that, so then we're taking it even to a higher level. And it's easier as well, it's more fun as well. The easier it is, the more sustainable it is, the more fun it is. Yeah? Enjoyable equals sustainable. So I'll leave it there. Hopefully that ramble has made some sense. Peace and love.